made me laugh when they were laughing at the end. I was like, he's just so dumb. Why are they laughing at him?
And what they were laughing at as well, they said my man looked like a statue.
I know.
They said he looked like a statue.
It was because, like, you know what? They were cracking up. I was like, what's this about? Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Panel and Frames Weekly Manga Podcast. We've been away for a few weeks, and we've not had the chance to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man. But yeah, lots happened. We're gonna start with Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm joined by obviously Phil and Lewis. We're gonna break down this chapter for you, and we'll give a little overview of what happened, especially with Jujutsu. So yeah, Jujutsu, rah, what the fuck?
Serious. I don't say Sukuna's a beast.
Is he though? He's a dickhead. Like,
Sukuna's a beast, babe.
He's just a waste man. You know what's funny?
He's violating. He's violating.
You know when Megami did it, when he did some technique, and he did his domain expansion, and Sukuna was like, had that face where he was like, oh my god, when he's like salivating, just that one thing where he looked like really excited, and then when he's taking his body, you're like, bro, and but you know what was Nang though, yeah, obviously we'll come into the main chapter when he did Fujio's technique, and he had like summoning. It's like it was like some Kaju style version of it. I'm like, bruv.
Yeah.
Bruv. And also those soldier guys on the back, so we can move from that. I'm joking. God rest their souls in it. But yeah, so obviously now we're at the part where Yuji is fighting Sukuna, which is mad because obviously he's been held in his body the whole time. And but one thing we find interesting. So Kenjaku, yeah, was Yuji's mum, yeah, because he did like possess his mum for a bit, and Sukuna said something in the last chapter quite interesting. He was like, "Oh, Kenjaku's a weirdo for like I think creating Yuji." Should be sorry. So I think did Kenjaku do like was Yuji part of his plan to like capture Seal Sukuna so that he can be like the main spirit, because every cursed spirit that comes now and who are powerful, like the electric guy and the guy who took over Fuji's sister, they're always like, yeah, I want to battle Sukuna, I want to fight Sukuna because he's obviously the king of spirits. So it's King's plan with Yuji to use Yuji as a prison to seal Sukuna, because that's not been explained why he was able to seal his body. And then
and it would make sense as to why he's so strong just in general, because he hasn't got Sukuna in his body and he's still fighting.
You know, Sukuna's done his like he did his that blade attack that he's got, and Yuji's just my man's walking through it, and it's just like what?
Yeah, he's tanking all of them. He's tanking. It's like,
you know what I mean? I'm like,
he doesn't. Not really explained.
Who is he and what his origin story is? You know what I mean? But
what you're saying there, though, Eugene, it would explain why Sukuna and Yuji fit so well together, because obviously now he's in Fushiguro.
Yeah.
Fushiguro. Yeah. It's like he doesn't quite feel natural, but it almost felt natural when he was in Yuji.
Yeah.
So maybe you're right. He was designed for that
to seal him away. Because think about it, this plan of Kenjaku would have obviously like Sukuna would have been the only person probably that would have worked with Kenjaku. So probably would have just been like, you know what I mean? He wouldn't have worked with him, so he probably had to get rid of him. But obviously with Gojo's birth, which nobody anticipated, changed everything. So Kenjaku only really had to make a prison for Sukuna, if you know what I mean. So maybe that's why he's done this plan, but hopefully we find out soon. But what was interesting,
maybe, right? Maybe we this is the reason for Tengen.
Is he still alive though?
Is he still alive? We don't know.
He's alive. He's alive.
Tengen's still there. There's Tengen there. Tengen. We're still in the expansion.
I can't wait to see that.
I've gone to Ghana and come back, and Tengen still made an appearance.
See,
God, no, what?
Yeah, I told you it's finised.
No one's really dead. We don't know. But what I was gonna say, that chick Urami, who was with Kenjaku, but who was with Sukuna first. Yeah, what? So
I don't get it. I don't really get it.
Jackie and Sukuna on the same team now. What is that? What's happening now?
It feels like that.
Yeah, because even what they said was like, oh, prepare what is it? Prepare the bath or prepare the something.
Yeah, basically, prepare my bubble bath.
What's going
Yeah, it
on, bro?
doesn't really make sense, bro.
And then they started laughing at Eugene, and I'm like, you lot dickheads, bro. They're like, look at you.
Yo,
Like, what?
And unless she's a plant, you know, she's been planted by Sakuna to like double cross Jackie or whatever.
If that happens, then Kanjaki is taking the biggest L in all of manga because you can't have done all of this and then just get murked like that. Nah, that is
You
the
never
biggest
know.
L. But obviously the highlight of this chapter was the tag team match. Well, 2-1.
Yeah.
Maki and Yuji versus
was it
Sakuna.
really though? Really though? Really?
What? You don't think that was a great fight sequence?
My man wasn't trying, but
He was trying, but he couldn't do.
he wasn't really trying. He was like, oh shit. I can only use about 10% of my power.
Well, this is
Spider web.
Yeah, the thing is my spider web.
No, spider on the floor, and then like what? He's just Maki. You know what? Maki get parade. Maki's sick, man. Maki's sick, man.
No, but the thing is with Maki, he didn't even clock that she was there. Like she was so sly. She just came out of nowhere.
But she's got no curse energy, remember? That's the whole.
But still.
So, but what I want to see is Yuta, Yuji, Maki, and what's my man who did the clap? We have not seen him in a while.
Oh,
remember what girls be like?
The boogie guy. Yeah.
I wanted to come back, and I want them to just go on a rampage and just brawl everyone.
But can he still?
We've not seen him.
He lost a hand. No, but can he still use that power?
We've not seen him because remember he did do that when the end of the arc and he tried to do it and he couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's
so we don't know. I don't know. We've not seen him. We've not seen what's her face. We've not seen a lot of people. So, but this obviously this big turning point in the manga in the manga is very interesting because now the Colin game was pretty much not dumb or useless, but it's just random, and it just makes all this
pretty useless.
But then also with this, you know that Angel now, she has to kill Sukuna, but she's in love with what's his face. So, you know.
Also, I've got a question. Do you think Fushiguro, I'm butchering his name, but do you think that he is lowering Sukuna's power inside? Do you think he's doing some sort of battle inside?
Yeah, you know.
They said that in one of the chapters that he's fighting back.
Yeah. But for how long though?
Yeah, exactly. For how long? And also because Sukuna said he needs to get used to this body or something along them lines. So it's only a matter of time. But
do you not find that this is a bit like a little bit annoying because is his sister gone as well permanently, or is she? Because she's also now been taken over by Cursed Spirit. He's been taken over by Cursed Spirit. It seems like everyone's being taken over by Cursed Spirit. So what is the actual end game now for all of this? Because freeing Gojo is that going to change anything? What's that going to achieve in terms of helping everybody?
Remember, Gojo is basically the strongest guy in the verse.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he can split apart Sukuna and you know what I mean.
But Gojo, that's why I say it. I'm saying it. Gojo is the strongest person in the whole verse. So like they can do some arse pull BS and be like, yeah, we've got Gojo and he's got the 6 whatever eye thing. Yeah, and he's some next thing that Sukuna's scared of. So. The
thing is, yeah, look, Jujutsu Kaisen this week it was sick. I'm not gonna lie, it was sick. But I'm just like, I'm interested to see because obviously the writer said that we're at the end game now and it's not long. I mean, 6 months probably, but we're not. It's not long. So it's not. Well, it could be 6 months to 8 months, but we're at the end game now. So I think we're at the final. This is the final arc now, isn't it? But I'm very interested to see where it's going and how. Because Kenjaku and Sukuna can't just be boys like, oh, now we're mates. Nah, that's that. I want to stop leaving. And then Tengen is alive. He's not dead.
He's alive. He's going to be the one that solves it all.
Or Tengen merges with Yuji instead. Like Yuji someone merges with Tengen and they make some ultimate Mandem in it. I don't know, man. The ultimate sorcerer. Yeah, no, Gojo, the whole point of the arc is obviously freeing Gojo. And obviously, I think now that what's his name has been taken over by Sukuna, yeah, I think the girl who loves him, she's just gonna, because her thing is dispelling other curse abilities. So she might just say, oh, look, now them three are all a team now. Well, Kenjaku and Sukuna are a team, our chance to win are 0 without him. So it might be they're gonna go get him. Or 180, they go get the military from another country. I don't know. That's covering. You know, I still want to see that girl that hype in. I still want to see her battle because
same. Bronze, whatever name, bronze medal.
No, I think it's gonna happen. They're gonna get finished with the swiftness again.
They're just gonna come and clean up when it's all finished and act like they did it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I reckon they are gonna get like the members of the Culling game are gonna all get together and go on a big attack against obviously Kenjaku and Sukuna, and there's gonna be like individual beefs, then it'll end up with.
Brother, I don't even remember who's left. I don't even remember who's left in the team.
Panda's left after Panda flopped. He finally showed his sister, and then he got banged in one hit. You know, so there's a few. There's my man with the 6th domain expansion, the money domain expansion.
He's still about.
Yeah, he didn't die, bro.
The comedians, he's still about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's still about. He's still about. I know he's still about.
They're just not here because of the Sukuna and the Sukuna thing. That's it. But they're still there, you know. But what do you guys give this week's chapter then?
This week's one, I'll give it. I'll give it 8.
Yeah,
I'll give it 8. Yeah, I'll give it 8. I liked it. There was I feel like there maybe could have been like a bit more explanation as to what's going on in the mind or in the body of Sukuna. Yeah. And what Fugishiro is doing on the inside. Is he fighting like a spirit version of him and that kind of stuff? I would like to see something like that because in the chapter previous, we've basically got hinted, okay, something's going on as to why his powers are not fully manifested. But yeah, I'll give it 8. I'll give it 8. I liked it either way.
Lewis?
I'll give it a 9. Really enjoyed it. It's just, I feel like we could have had more, but I think it was enough. I'm excited to see what twists and turns, what more twists and turns, because right now after those 3 chapters, it's been like what. So,
chapter 215 has just been fantastic. For me, the fight scene was just amazing, and like Maki's probably my favorite character now. Her and Yuta are my favorite characters, and just seeing them two in any fight is just amazing. And I do think. Obviously, what I find interesting is that we saw Maki, you know, as kind of like power up in her last fight against her uncle, who became the spirit, and now she's fought Sukuna, who's not at full power, and he kind of duppied them a little bit. So I just think 2 things: Sukuna's when he gets full power, full control of the body, he's gonna be madness. And Maki, there's room for Maki, Yuji, and them all to grow. So I'm interested to see kind of like their evolution and progress. And the chapter itself was pretty good. I thought it just made me laugh and I laughed at the end. I was like, it's just so dumb. Why are they laughing at him?
And what they were laughing at as well, they said man looked like a statue. They said he looked like a statue.
It's because, like, you know what? They were cracking up. I was like, what's this about? You've cut him up. You've killed him. And you're there like cracking up while you're flying up. Sukuna's he's a waste man. He's actually a prick. And I thought that the ending panel just made me laugh so much because it just made no sense.
You need characters like that, though, man. That don't care, brother. You need characters like that.
And the fact that Uramica was laughing as well, I was like, he's lucky they saved him though, because he was about to come and get banged because he couldn't put his full power. When she came into the ice, he's lucky. So
that was a nice panel, actually. That was one of the nicer panels in this. In this chapter, what is it? What calm frost or something like that? That was the name. Because
we haven't seen any of her. We didn't know what her powers were till.
That's true.
Now. So it's gonna be interesting to see who she does fight. If she does fight anybody in the big grand finale, if it does go that way.
I feel like anyone that she fights is gonna be peak for them though.
Yeah.
If she's got power like that to just instantly freeze a whole battlefield.
I feel like Maki's going to try it. I don't know why.
Maki's unbeatable. By the way, I did actually give my score. My score was 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Just to give my score. Because, it was a good episode. It was a good chapter. And it's a good setting for whatever this final arc's going to be like and whatever comes after it. Yeah. Okay. Let's now talk about Chainsaw Man. Chapter 122, The Prophecies. Which is it's a very interesting chapter because obviously we went to Denji's house, met the new control, the the new control person who basically the girl he lives with, who controls, who has the control devil within her, and there was a whole, you know, funny thing with Asa being controlled by her, turned to a dog. But now, you know, she met with Yoshida, and then he's like, I need to leave. Obviously, she lost the memory.
So before you continue, right? Yeah, there's a great comparison panel that I saw of the control devil with the dogs. And way back when Makima had like all them people that when she was fighting the gun devil. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
So enjoying to point that out. It was basically exactly the exact same amount of people that were there as well. But yeah, continue.
But it's funny though how like she's not a psycho, this new girl. she's just into Denji, really, like as a brother in it, and she's not as mad. But yeah, so obviously she erases Asa's memory. So that's the thing, she got stood up by Denji. And then Asa's on her way home and goes in front of that flat. And then yeah, she senses another devil's presence. But then obviously we cut to Fami. Well, sorry, Yoshida first obviously tells Asa to stay away from Denji, and then you know Denji Asa has a bit of a inner conversation with herself and the war devil. But then we go to Yoshida, and obviously he meets up with the famine devil.
Devil.
One thing about Yoshida, yeah, is like
who is he?
First, who is he, and how strong is he?
Yeah.
He threatened her. He was like, "Oh, you know, you're gonna tell me what I want to know, or I'm gonna, you know,
give you the devil treatment."
Yeah, and then she's like, "Oh, okay," and then she's like, basically, she just spelt her guts. I'm like, because we saw him, he had some octopus power last time in the part 1, but we've not seen what his abilities or anything at all.
Yeah, there's a lot of unknown when it comes to him, and he knows a lot.
He knows a lot. And what was interesting is when the famine devil started talking about this new devil at the tower block and saying that's one of the major devils who's going to bring destruction to the world, or whatever.
Wait, didn't she say it's like the devil of fear or something, or devil that's an aspect of fear?
Yeah, but she didn't actually say what her name was.
They never said the name.
But she said it's one of the incarnation of fear. But what I found crazy as well was when Asa and the War Devil was like, no, I can't fight, and they wanted to leave, but then the Devil's walking after them. So next week is going to be a madness.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts though on like how Chainsaw Man's going in this chapter?
Up until now, it was very, 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 very slow, and I was like, okay, but I've come to like just accept the slowness in parts of Chainsaw Man now. Like it's just gonna come. We're gonna get bits that are a bit more upbeat, a bit more action packed, but then you're gonna have parts that are slow, and they're slow for a reason. Like even when we was talking about ages ago, that bloody aquarium thing. Like it was dead, but it was still kind of dead for a reason, and then like, it came to explain itself after. So I'm happy that it got to a point now where a lot of stuff is being explained, and we're seeing more stuff getting exposed to these different devils. So I'm more intrigued for next week.
Lewis?
Yeah, I think it's definitely given us the because it was a bit of slice of life for a while, and then it's just gearing up now. We've seen new devils, and Yoshida. I've got a lot of questions about that guy. And also the dialogue between, you know, them characters that jumped off the building, it was so random. I'm thinking about buying a car. You don't need no car.
How about let's just die?
A car.
Just jump off a building.
Let's just die.
But
bro, it's so wild.
But that makes you think, what is this devil's power, bro?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Because it's taken over their minds without them even questioning it. It's just like a normal conversation.
You know what it's like? It's kind of like the control devil, but just like geared up.
Yeah.
So,
but you know, I'm curious though. You remember when they went to hell in like the first part, and there was a few devils that they got really scared of. I forgot which ones they were, but there was that. You know, there's that shark devil guy.
Yeah,
the one that eats everything.
Yeah. The way one of the guys, but then he starts saying, "Oh no, that devil's just we can't deal with him because he's just like too evil." But I wonder if those really powerful ones are going to start coming out, and I wonder if this is one of them did though. I swear during that scene, But one
And
of them
Magi
did,
might have to
and
fight.
but
That's what I'm
then they,
saying.
yeah, but yeah, and they're still in hell though. They're not in the real world, are
Yeah,
they?
but yeah.
So I wonder if this.
But then they're not gonna ever come out because you have to remember how like the devils even come to Earth, quote unquote. Yeah, they have to die in hell to come
Yeah.
back
So if they're too
on things.
powerful to,
They're too powerful. They're not gonna come
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
unless there's like some plot thing where they say, you know what, we want to go to Earth. So you know what, you kill me so I can go there. Then do a madness. Then you kill that guy, come back, and then all of you kill what I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah, the one thing about Chainsaw Man I will say is very unpredictable. Like,
Mm.
even though I think Jujutsu Kaisen is sick here, I feel like we can kind of see other than one or two
Where things
things.
are going.
You know what I mean? You can see where it's going and how, which I'm not complaining about. It's fine. But Chainsaw Man, honestly, I swear, like they're
Yeah, we
not
could
like
get a one shot. We could get a one shot and this bit's over.
exactly, man. Like the way even the part one ended with like all of those characters just dying, and like we haven't seen Power again, still to
I
now.
know, man.
I thought that's a
Yeah.
madness, bro. And yeah, Chainsaw Man. I think that's what keeps it going. Like you were saying, Lewis earlier. Even though we do get kind of like the slice of life stuff, when it does reveal something mad, and you're like, oh wow, okay, and they keep reeling you back in. So yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see, like you said, Phil, what next week brings. If it brings a new devil, or this devil might be turn out to be a good guy, or something weird like that might happen. You know what I mean? We might get
I feel like there's gonna be a little like a small fight.
I hope so, because there's not really been like any fight so far. We've had like a
Yeah.
one tiny
I feel
devil.
I feel like there's gonna be a small fight because um they saw that they saw the new devil, yeah, and then she brought out what is it? What is it?
Ruler sword.
Ruler, yeah, ruler
Yeah.
sword.
But
Yeah,
no,
she
meet a
brought out ruler
ruler.
sword, and then
but
she started ducking.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So I'm thinking,
Yeah.
while she's running, they're gonna that new devil's gonna fling something at her or whatever, blah blah blah. There's gonna be a little bit of confrontation
The
there.
new devil's right behind her, so it might just
Exactly.
Mm.
yeah. But I do wonder though if Denji's gonna get involved, and then Asa's gonna find out that Denji's Chainsaw Man, and then finally we're gonna progress a bit with the story. Or if not, and then Asa just like I don't know does a because we'll see. It'll be interesting. Interesting to see how it goes. Do you guys want to give your final scores and your final thoughts, Lewis?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10, just because it's now getting to a point of the next bit of action where, well, like I said, with Slice of Life, and I feel like we got enough stuff for me to worthy it an 8, for me to be excited for what we're going to see in the next chapter.
Okay, Phil.
I give it, jeez, maybe like a 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. It's not that I think it's bad. I think that it's average. It's not bringing anything too great. I feel like the best, even though we got introduced to the new devil, yeah, that's good and all, but I'm more interested in the public safety dude that's talking to the famine devil and what's going on with him.
Rashida,
Yeah,
yeah. I know.
Rashida.
They're
So
dragging it out, don't it? They're dragging him out.
they're dragging
Big
it
time,
out.
big
They're dragging
time.
it out. So yeah, I'll say I give it a 7.5.
Imagine he's
So,
another Makima as well. Imagine that.
oof.
And he's like just some other powerful, but that would be insane. I'm gonna give it a 7 because yeah, it was some good dialogue in there. And yeah, we saw the new potential villain for this arc maybe, but yeah, it was all right, man. It was nothing. I don't think it was nothing like groundbreaking, and it was just all right, man. To be honest, I wasn't really blown away. Artwork was pretty cool. Yeah, but other than that, it didn't do anything outstanding for me. And I feel like it is setting up for hopefully what could be an amazing chapter next week. Hopefully, I prefer to have more action and comedy next week.
Yeah, same.
Because I feel like if they do comedy again, and if it's good, it lands fine. But I just want.
But sometimes they don't land though.
This is it. I just want something. I just want Chainsaw Man to just like, woof, and just, you know what I'm saying? Just get into it, man. But we'll see. We'll see what happens next week. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and listening to our weekly manga podcast. Join us next week to find out what's going to happen with Sukuna and Kenjaku. Are they friends now? Are they boys? what's going on? And Denji is Denji gonna rescue Asa, or is she gonna, and the Wolf Devil gonna turn up and murk this new villain? And Yoshida, like, what are we saying?
Yes.
What is this? Who is this guy? Because
That's the big question.
He's a young
That's
guy.
the question. That's the question of the whole arc. Who the hell is Yoshida?
Innit? That's almost as important as Tengen dead, but we'll answer that another time.
Not
guys.
quite as important, but yeah.
All right, guys, like, subscribe, and comment, guys, and let us know, is Tengen dead? See you guys next week.
This man really said that.